that is affecting.
Yet another person has been illegally removed and detained by ICE under the Trump administration.
Nothing is actually real. Your mind makes it real. Go ahead and search spoon. Let me know what you see. Nothing.
It's all about rocket. Out of this world. You got it? Maccabee, stop it.
Let me show you the spoon theory. You've probably heard people say, I have a low spoons day, but you don't know what that means. Let me explain it. So the spoon theory is commenting on your lifestyle and the amount of energy that you naturally have. So I have a bunch of spoons here. This is my energy that I naturally wake up with. And every act...
Right on. Here we are. I'm gonna lower my volume a little bit. Pardon me, might you be the Crystal Exarch's esteemed guest? I'd like to borrow your expertise if you have a moment to spare. There's a boy, you see, who frequents the cabinet regularly. Like so many of his peers, he has never experienced the world outside the Crystarium, and so he comes here to catch glimpses of it in pages of time-worn books. I'm certain that what he truly desires is to learn of the living, breathing world, however, in the world as it is today, through the eyes of one who has seen it. Might you share your experience with him? I believe you'll find him just up the stairs. How convenient. Ba 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 ba. Can I assist you in locating a particular volume? Beatrix sent you to learn of the Cabinet of Curiosity. Very well. I shall endeavor to grant you insight into its purpose. The many books that surround you have been collected from every corner of Norvant. Tomes of philosophy, history, art, but also fairy tales and personal memoirs. Any written work, regardless of its level of sophistication or monetary value, is a significant if small portion of the collective knowledge, and that knowledge as a whole is what the cabinet contains. Of course, there are others far more versed in the depth and breadth of the collection than I. Have you spoken with Morin? No? Excellent. Well, if you're interested in perusing tomes pertaining to a particular subject, either he or I would be more than happy to assist you, and for our part, we would welcome the addition of any volumes that you may happen upon during your travels. Let's see what's going on in the guild. You're from far away. But can you tell me what the world outside is like, pretty please? Aww. Then, can you tell me about the animals? There are a lot, right? Father says they're all dangerous, though. Is that true? Most are only dangerous if you make them mad. Really? Oh. What about what it looks like? Does the whole world look like Lakeland? Some of it is more different than you could ever imagine. I think I understand. Now what about traveling? Mother says it's not worth it. There's nothing to see out there and that it's too dangerous. But I want to go on adventures. What do you think? It can be dangerous, but it's always worthwhile. I see. I'm sure now. I want to see the world. I'm gonna study and practice martial arts. Then, when I'm strong and clever, I'll go on an adventure. Thank you for letting me ask questions, and please tell Enderbert that I'm going home. I have a lot of work to do. I wonder if Father will let me practice with his axe. That's right, get yourself a nice big axe, man. Ooh, hello. never ventured far from the Crystarium myself, you see, so I know the wonder and fascination that comes from hearing the fireside tales of travelers. You have my personal gratitude for sharing a bit of that with our young friend today. $600! Alright. Welcome back. Doubly so if you have what we need. Here you go. 2 ingredients. Perfect. I'm sure we shall be putting this to use right away. The patients haven't stopped coming, that's for certain. Our work can be grueling, I admit. It is for that reason that many who arrive with a mind to join our ranks find themselves quitting too soon after. Soon are we so perpetually wanting for personnel. It's work worth doing, though, and I was glad to have your help with it today. Thank you. Ba, 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 ba. You returned, so tell me, how do you find the Crystarium thus far? I am impressed. As am I. They're the fruit of many years of a laborious effort on the part of the citizenry. Here in the Crystarium, everyone contributes to bettering the city. One of my own roles, by the way, is to conduct research for the Settlement Council. We want our work to reflect community values and address outstanding areas of need, and the opinions of those who are newly come to the city are always valuable in that respect. On behalf of the Council, I thank you for taking the time to respond, and I assure you that your personal information will be kept strictly confidential. Awesome! Okay, I think that's all the side quests. Okay, search for Alize. No, there's one more side quest. Buy the pendants. Buy the pendants. Yay, I found it. Good morrow, sir. I'm terribly sorry to ask this of a patron, but could you perchance find the time to make a delivery for me? Just yesterday, you see, a customer, not a regular, I believe he's visiting from outside the Crystarium, came asking for a particularly strong spirit that we're known to serve. At the time, we had just run out, but I offered that our supplier would have more ready today. He told me that would be just fine, but that he would require it be delivered to his lodgings. He then paid quite a handsome sum in advance, before consuming more than half a dozen pints of ale in short order and wandering off. The whole experience was incredibly odd. I do, of course, fully intend to provide him with the alcohol that he paid for, but I also cannot help to be concerned by his behavior. It seems to me that someone ought to check on him. Alas, between brewing and serving the customers, I can't seem to find time to slip away. Could I impose upon you to deliver the liquor to my stead and inquire as to whether the man is quite well? Edith should have the alcohol in question at ready at Musico Universalis. And as for our eccentric patron, you will find him at the Catenaries, assuming he gave me the correct information. Ba 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 ba. Here on behalf of Delfort, I have the liquor right here. You'll be delivering this to a customer at the card Catenaries, right? In that case, you do well to speak with the manager here. He's a helpful sort. Should make sure it gets to the right person. How might I be of service? I see. The guest is somewhat indisposed, I'm afraid to say, but I will ensure that the liquor is delivered to his hands if he will entrust it to me. As to his condition, it does seem to be rather severe. His cries echo through the corridors late into the evening. Judging by what I have glimpsed, I fear it is a matter of time ere he returns, but you should not concern yourself with that. Rest assured that we have matters well in hand here. Huh. I just happened to find the one that I didn't attune to. Yay! A matter of time before he returns, you say. I suppose that does explain it. It's hardly a wonder that he turned to drink, I'm sure you would agree. In the throes of such agony and despair, what is a man to do? I know not if it will bring him solace in the end, but nevertheless I thank you for making the delivery. Turns, huh? Never too far from an aetheryte, are we? If you come looking for work, I might have a spot for another guard. A friend of the Exarch. Hoping to meet someone in Amarang, are you? Then I shall be your guide. I was about to set off for our outpost there, as a matter of fact, so we can leave right away, assuming you have everything you need.
From this parched earth, the nation of Nabath, Arang, once rose. When I journeyed here, long ago, I spoke with a sun-weathered elder. He told me Armarang meant majestic land in the language of his people. And so it might still be, were it not for the light's unrelenting onslaught.
Hell yeah, this song bops, dude. This song is a bop. Oof, no matter how many times I come here, the heat never fails to catch me off guard. Don't be surprised when the temperature drops at night, though. The sky is still bright, of course, but it gets brisk enough to make you shiver. Now, the Exarch's letter said I was to take you to the inn at Journey's Head, which is where this Alizé friend of yours is staying. But that's a fair old distance. I propose we make a stop in Wilshocker to break up the trek, allowing me to attend to some business, and you to enjoy the local hospitality. Sound good? Good. Alright, you lot, I'm off, and I better not see the goods covered in sand when I get back. Right, we head southwest, straight as an arrow. I can use my mouth again. Southwest, it says. Stop here a moment. This is your first visit to Amarong, is it not? Before you come to the river of sand, you need to turn around and feast your eyes on that. Feast my eyes on what? Castle's lopsided. They built them big, didn't they? That's Ffxiv, a fortress meant to protect the northern reaches of Nabathan Rang. Seeing what's left behind, I believe it when they say that it was once of the Norbrand's mightiest nations. At least until the flood came along. Great chunks of Nabathan Rang's lands were lost to the light, its great city included. The few who survived didn't see much point in staying, most of them anyway. No, not many choose to come here these days, not with everything in ruins. Even that hulking great fortress has become a little more than an Amaro roost for me and my caravan. Not everywhere is as deserted as this place. Just wait till you see Wilshocker. Let's press on, shall we? Ba 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 ba. Ah, I see it. Mord Souk, not just full of Mord, but Humes, and all manner of others too. It has long been a refuge for folk displaced by the flood, so the population is nothing if not diverse. Oh, have you met a Mord before? They might look like shifty little blighters, but a more welcoming lot you could never wish to meet. Speaking of which, we should pay our respects to Master Gengen. I'll go ahead and let him know you've arrived. Ba, 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 ba. Gengen.
Master Gengen, this is the friend of the Exarch I was telling you about.
Very good, very good. Though friend or no, all are welcome in Mord Souk.
Souk is Mordish for city. As things stand, this souk boasts the largest and busiest marketplace in all Armorang. You'll find ore from the mines here, of course, but all manner of other things too, many of them rare. As I told you before, not many visit Armorang by choice, but Mord Souk's a different story. Merchants come from miles around to purchase the relics the Mord dig up.
Aye, that they do. For Mord do not dismiss the spoils of the earth. We clean them and polish them and reveal to the world their true value.
Aww.
That is why they come here, come from far away, come with much money.
How nice.
And so our souk is always busy, busy, busy. No such thing as a thing no one needs.
You say that every time, Master Gengen. Some sort of family motto, wasn't it? Or perhaps a Mord philosophy, for which we should all be very grateful. Would that everyone was so willing to take in refugees regardless of race or creed. Now then, if you intend to spend any time here, you'll want to gain the trust of the locals. And there's a little custom all newcomers are expected to observe.
The cracking of the coin purse. You buy one thing from the market. Price can be low or high, just as long as you buy.
Aww. Little capitalist.
As the good Mord says. In fact, the Exarch sent a little something to cover this very expense. A Verbert gold piece, no less. The first I've held in years.
Uh-oh.
Verbert gold? Real Verbert gold?
Here, newcomer, crack your coin purse with me.
Oh no, you want my goods, newcomer? I have jars and pots all smooth and shiny.
Smooth and shiny. Nice.
Over here!
Come and look.
You buy, you buy.
Enough of that! Calm, I say! This one must still journey through the barrens. Nothing bulky, nothing heavy, no pots. Nothing better for the road than a full belly. Spend that piece at Ronron's place, yes? Eat for 3 before you leave.
So apparently our money's very good here. Welcome to Run-Rons, traveler. I have wares to empty your purse and fill your belly. Take your time, stare and sniff before you choose, but do no drooling on the merchandise, yes? Browse Run-Ron's wares. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out, target foodstuff, and inspect it with the left mouse click. Neat. That's my ever-burning bounty, made with the best parts of the lizard, cured with special spicy spices. Some find the smell challenging, but it'll warm you up on chilly desert nights. Is that mush loaf? I call that mush loaf. The middle is stuffed with bittersweet cactus fruits, so even if the bread dries out, it's still moist inside. Keeps you going in the heat. Worms. Everyone's favorite. Plump white worms slathered in honey. Once you eat a glazed wriggler, you'll never want any other treat. I'd try one. Those are skewers. Ah, skewered frogs. Oh, you'll like those. Chewy skewers. Find small frogs hiding under rocks, spear with stick, and roast over fire. Crackly on the outside, gooey on the inside. Perfect for snacking. I want some of this food. Give me a nice frog on a stick. They all look tasty, yes? Which to choose? Which to choose? Glazed wriggler. Too good to resist, eh? That's what I would have chosen. You have the gold? And done. 1 Volbert honor buys you 15 jars. Are they any good? Uh-oh. He's not happy about it. Our visitor invites us to feast. Let us give thanks for his great generosity and small appetite. Yay! Consider your coin purse cracked. I am pleased to accept your custom, and Gengen will be pleased that you honored ours. Oof, he is feeling woozy. Keeping the merchandise down, yes? No returns. No returns. I was watching from here. Well, you honored our custom and with great relish. You will always be welcome in Mordsuk. If you need anything in Amarang, we are here to provide. You have courage, my friend. Ron-Ron's wares are more exotic than harmful, but I don't envy you the bellyache you'll have on the morrow. Right, now that you've eaten, I expect you're eager to get back on the road. Would you mind if we delayed our departure a touch? I have a few deals left to close before I can conclude my business here in Mordsuk. Oh, offering your services, are you? Well, an assistant would certainly help hurry things along. I have a receipt here for some goods that need picking up from the market. All properly paid for. You just need to do the lifting and carrying. I'll go and take care of some of the last-minute hanging then. See you in a bit. You may view the market receipt at any time during this quest by using the relevant item in the key items menu. Table cactus, iron ore. Ugh. taking him so long? Who, you ask? Is my little one. He has gone on his first errand to the Red Sarai, and I am worried sick about him. Anything could have happened. It's hot and dry, and there are gigantenders that might try to squish him. I must do what I can to see he arrives safely, but he would be so embarrassed if he knew I had been helping. Maybe you could do it. Yes, that would work. Do you know the Long Bridge? Northeast from here it is. Take this Wriggler powder and scatter it upon the big rock on this side of the ravine, and maybe a bit more further up ahead. Why, you ask? Simple. We Mord use aromas like this to wake us up when we are sleepy or tired. Once my son smells this, he will have no trouble reaching the Red Sarai. Oh, and you could give this little letter. Could you give this letter to Thamoth? I know it's a lot to ask, but if anything were to happen to my son, I would never forgive myself. Oh boy. You there, kind traveler, strong traveler. The younglings are in danger. Big, scary creatures. They looked hungry, too. Please, you must hurry to Samuel's backbone, east from here. Quickly, there is no time. To the west, huh? It's not a whole lot to the west. Oh, no, wait, no. That's east. Never mind. Great Samuel, we're truly sorry. I never thought I'd be so happy to not be dead. Many thanks, stranger. Do not eat me. Mord fur very well hard to swallow, I hear. Tickle your belly, it will. like to send her a gift to let her know we haven't forgotten about her. The only thing is, I have no idea what young women are interested in these days. I'd ask the others, but I don't want them to think I'm doting on her. I was wondering if you could find out for me. Lorette over there has a daughter about the same age as mine. I expect she'll know what would make her for a decent present. A gift for a young lady. Let me guess. Amos said she'd ask me, didn't he? We all know how much he misses that girl of his. He tries to put on a brave face, but deep down he's a big softie. Anyway, to answer your question, the Mord make the most beautiful jewelry from precious stones and valuable relics excavated here in Almarag. I'll bet you don't see many of those around the Crystarium. How about something like that? More jewelry. I'll admit that never would have occurred to me, but it's a fine choice. From what I recall, Gingan deals in wares like that. If I write a letter to him, would you be so kind as to deliver it to Mord Sook? I'll leave the particulars to him, since I don't know the first thing about gems and whatnot. Oh, and by the way, you don't suppose Laurent cottoned on, do you? Bloody hells, nothing gets past her. I might as well ask her myself next time, but I appreciate your help. You did it. These two have a lot to answer for, though. You see, those bones once belonged to a mighty Samuel, whose ghost still roams the plains. A lot of silly younglings go there to prove their bravery, but there are things much more dangerous than wandering spirits, oh yes. I wish it was the ghost we had met instead of those horrible brutes. We will not be going back there anytime soon. Speak for yourself. I was hoping to meet the great Samuel, so I want to try it again, and I will not have others calling me a coward for running away. To tell the truth, I did exactly the same thing when I was their age. It is something of a tradition. This is one of the ways we learn to fear and respect the desert, but also how we find the courage to face its many dangers. Though on this occasion, I think we would be too younglings short of a village were it not for you. Mord Sook thanks you, traveler. Oh, welcome back. I take everything went well with Thamoth? Yes. A letter, huh? Jewelry, daughter... I see. Yes, I know. Just the thing. The scavengers have found some nice necklaces we can use. Old but shiny. I'll have it ready in a jiffy, then my son can take care of the delivery. Before I forget, please accept this as payment for all your hard work. You've certainly earned it. I'm gonna stop here.